Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers reveal speculation is swirling around Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, and Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, potentially plotting a shocking move in the days ahead. With Willow still reeling from losing custody of her kids to Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, her desperation to hurt Michael, and Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, could align with Drew's vengeful schemes. After Daisy Corinthos Gilmore, Leila Clark Coughlin, went missing earlier this month, whispers suggest Drew might join Willow in a bold plan to snatch Daisy again, aiming to destabilize Michael's family. Will their dark alliance spark another kidnapping or crumble under scrutiny? Willow's rage has turned to despair, and she is clinging to Drew for any shred of hope he can deliver that suggests she won't be without her children forever. Drew, whose behavior hasn't painted him in a good light in more than a year now, could see kidnapping Daisy as a way to hit Michael where it hurts. His veiled threats hint at a plan to strike this family while they're already down, still panicking that someone was able to get to baby Daisy inside their fortress of a home. If they move forward, will their plot succeed, or will the likes of Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, sniff out their scheme? Drew's vendetta aligns with Willow's need to make Michael feel her pain. A second kidnapping of Daisy could shatter Sasha's fragile postpartum state, but risks exposing their alliance if anyone uncover clues that point back to them. For the time being, the obvious threat in their lives, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, dangerous lifestyle, is taking the finger of blame for being the most likely key player in the kidnapping. If Willow and Drew act, perhaps during a Quartermaine gathering, will it strand Michael in Port Charles, searching for his child, or lead to their downfall? Some fans are posting things like, Willow and Drew are unhinged, while others are pleading, Michael, stop them now. A kidnapping plot is something GH fans haven't seen in a bit, and it is a welcomed reprieve from the regurgitated content we've been faced with in recent months, such as Lulu Spencer's, Alexa Heavens, sudden revival from a 4-year-long coma, and now Britt Westburn's, Kelly Thibaud, return from the grave in some fashion. If Drew and Willow team up against Michael their much darker way, we could see her move from being a victim to more of a sinister mastermind alongside him. It's unclear how the fans would receive that. Is Drew about to join forces with Willow to kidnap Daisy, or will their dark alliance collapse, leaving them to face the consequences of their vengeful schemes? Port Charles may never be the same if the storm that's been brewing finally breaks. Rumors swirling behind the scenes suggest that Drew Cain and Willow Tate are on the verge of doing something completely unthinkable, something that would blow up their lives, destroy what's left of Michael Corinthos' fragile control, and pit several factions of the Corinthos and Quartermaine clans against each other. Is Drew really about to team up with Willow to kidnap baby Daisy? What would drive two people who were once the moral compasses of the community to take such a dangerous and impulsive step? The signs have been there for weeks, but now they're flashing in neon, and fans are bracing for impact. Daisy, who was recently revealed to be the daughter of Michael and Sasha after a secret sperm swap scandal, has become the center of a fierce custody battle. Sasha's maternal instincts are back in full force after reclaiming her life and recovering from her trauma, while Michael, reeling from his spiraling marriage to Willow and his mounting guilt over what happened with Nina, is determined to do what he believes is right for his daughter. But Willow doesn't see things that way. To her, Sasha may be Daisy's biological mother, but she's not the one who was there day in and day out when Daisy was just a newborn. And now that Sasha is asserting her rights and making power plays, Willow feels cornered and angry. She's not alone. Drew has been getting increasingly disillusioned ever since the truth came out about Michael's manipulation and Carly's power plays. His relationship with the Quartermaines has fractured. His bond with Carly is strained, And Jason's return hasn't exactly been comforting either. With Jason back in town, and already aligned with Sunny, Drew feels more sidelined than ever. But it's his growing closeness with Willow that has people talking and worrying. The emotional connection between Drew and Willow has intensified in recent episodes. What began as a quiet understanding rooted in shared loss, Willow grieving the loss of control in her family, and Drew carrying the weight of guilt from years of missed opportunities, has grown into something more intimate. They're leaning on each other more frequently. Their conversations have turned personal. Their eyes linger. And now there are whispers that they've been meeting in secret to plot something drastic. What exactly could that be? According to insiders, the unthinkable. A plan to take baby Daisy away from both Michael and Sasha, believing that she deserves a peaceful life outside the Corinthos and Quartermain drama. This wouldn't just be a custody stunt. This would be a kidnapping, a full-on abduction, planned by two people who have always considered themselves above that kind of behavior. But desperate times call for desperate actions. For Willow, the thought of losing Daisy is unbearable. Though she isn't Daisy's biological mother, she's raised her, fed her, rocked her to sleep, and watched her grow. And in her eyes, Sasha's return is a threat not just to her family, but to the child's safety. Willow remembers what Sasha was like during her breakdown. The drugs, the delusions, the erratic behavior. She doesn't trust Sasha to parent a cactus, much less a toddler. Michael, however, has been steadily siding with Sasha, seeing her as a victim of the deception just like him. That betrayal, combined with the strain Willow's already feeling, may be pushing her to the brink. Drew's motivation is a little murkier, but no less powerful. He sees how the Quartermains and Corinthoses use people like pawns. He's sick of the endless games, the lies, the manipulation. Helping Willow may be a way of asserting his agency again. Or it may be a way of destroying Michael, the brother he no longer recognizes. There's also speculation that Drew may have unresolved feelings for Willow. Feelings that have grown in intensity since their mutual support sessions turned into long, emotionally charged conversations behind closed doors. If the rumors are true, Drew and Willow have already scoped out a safe house outside of Port Charles. Some sources say they're planning to fake a road trip, head out of town under the guise of a short vacation with Daisy, and then vanish. Others believe they've recruited someone on the inside, possibly Brooklyn or even Chase, to help cover their tracks. Chase, especially, is torn between his duties as a cop and his lingering affection for both Willow and the child. But it won't be easy. Sasha is determined to assert her rights and has already lawyered up with Diane Miller. Michael, too, is quietly gathering evidence, likely anticipating that Willow may try something desperate. Carly has reportedly warned Willow to back off, while Jason's been keeping a close eye on Drew. If either of them suspects what's really going on, they won't let it happen without a fight. Adding fuel to the fire is Sunny, who may be spiraling again after his most recent blowout with Nina. He's been unpredictable lately, prone to lashing out, and deeply protective of the children in his life. If he finds out Drew is trying to take Daisy, he could come unhinged. That puts everyone in danger, especially if Sunny's bipolar medication is out of whack again. Meanwhile, Sam is getting suspicious of Drew's behavior. She recently confided in Christina that Drew has been acting secretive, and she's caught him lying about where he's been. Sam still has a soft spot for Drew, but she's not about to let him blow up his life, or Willow's, without stepping in. Could she be the one to uncover the plan and bring it all crashing down before it begins? Or could she actually understand and decide to stay silent, even if it means watching her ex break the law? As this storyline continues to build, viewers are being told to buckle up. Executive producers are tight-lipped, but one source close to the writer's room revealed that the next few weeks will be explosive and tragic, with irreversible consequences. That doesn't bode well for anyone. If Drew and Willow follow through with their alleged kidnapping scheme, they could face prison, total estrangement from the families they once called home, and the destruction of their reputations. And what about Daisy? Will she end up traumatized by being taken from the only world she knows? Or will she finally find peace away from the chaos? There's also the question of fallout. If Drew and Willow disappear with Daisy, it could trigger a massive manhunt. The Corinthos organization has eyes everywhere. Michael, despite everything, still has deep ties to law enforcement and the Quatermains. And if Sonny decides to intervene personally, he could track them down himself. And he wouldn't come with handcuffs, but with vengeance. Could Nina become part of the mess too? She's desperate for a connection to her grandchild after being cut off from Wiley and alienated by Willow. If she sees Drew and Willow as a threat to her chance with Daisy, could she tip the scales? Or could she shock everyone by siding with them, hoping to rebuild her life through another forbidden alliance? As all eyes turn toward Willow's next move, General Hospital fans are caught between disbelief and anticipation. Could the once golden girl of Port Charles really turn outlaw? Is Drew headed down a dark path that mirrors his days as a soldier, using precision and planning to achieve a mission born of emotion rather than duty? This may be the beginning of one of the wildest arcs GH has seen in years. If Drew and Willow do indeed go through with the plan, it will change everything, not just for them, but for every character orbiting their world. Michael will be pushed to his limits. Sasha's fragile peace will be shattered. And baby Daisy, she'll become the center of a war that has nothing to do with her, yet everything to do with legacy, control, and heartbreak. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.